Hello, we're here with the Indigo draft. Bam, sorted. Easy intro. We've got
Thanks.
more than just 2 people this time. We've got 4 Brits. So, what's better than 2? Or enjoy?
Enjoy.
Do you want to start off Beyond with this beautiful team?
Well, Mega Marwell plus Ape, you'd think could never go wrong, but it kind of did somehow. It did go
It
wrong.
went so wrong.
I mean, it was Ursaluna first pick.
Yeah.
That's
Crest third pick as well.
Third Crest.
Menacing.
I think it's always undrafted.
Yeah. Interesting team.
Yeah.
Like, all I see is the U-turn Zoroark and the U-turn Ape. And then, like, just a bunch of wall breakers and Pex and Cress.
Yeah. With speed control on this team.
Trick Room.
What'd you say, sorry?
I think that's what the team's going for.
But it doesn't... If you go Trick Room, you need, like, P2. You need an actual Trick Room setter outside of Cress, because I set up the Trick Room my Cress, and then, my Cress Healing Wishes, and I now have a whole 2 turns of Trick Room to abuse. Yeah. Or, like, I Trick Room and then I double to one of my Trick Room abusers. He takes loads of damage because I've had to switch bro in. And now, like, he has 2 turns of Trick Room.
Yeah, I think if I was going to run Trick Room, I prefer, like, one of the slows over Pex. Like, Trick Room Teleport, very nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
slows
I agree
P2 are the way to go.
What you'd want to be using. But it sort of just, it has that feeling that like, there's one Pokemon faster than base 100.
Yeah.
And that was drafted right at the end of the draft as well.
True, I get what you mean. But it feels almost impossible to pull off.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like I said, you only got 1 Trick Room in Cress. And, like, don't get me wrong, Cress is a tanky boy. But, Psychic Typing's not the best, and, like, you can't really get out of the Cress that easily.
Yeah. And I think you might need I think Toxapex would need a better partner.
Yeah, agreed.
I also think, like, you don't really want Pex on a Trick Room team. Because
no, probably not.
You go Pex, and then you're stuck in Pex. You can't get out from Pex, and then the Trick Room ends, and it's, I wasted my turn, so my Pex could have a fast gold.
I'm more meant in terms of the defensive sort of... Said the team is slow, but with powerful wall breakers, but then there isn't really defensive backbone either.
No,
there is not.
Like,
it is just Cress and Pex show.
The only defensive potential pivots are the Silverwing, even, and the Serena.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's also like the only remover as well.
Yeah, true.
It is, yeah.
Alright, yeah, even...
Yeah, that is why, sadly, it is the lowest rated team in the div. I think, overall, there might be one more beating it out, but yeah, it's down there. So yeah, has anyone got anything else to say before we move on to the next team?
Feels, to an extent, rather knock weak. Well, it's got Mega Marwell, to be fair, but there's no real other Mega Marwell Pokemon that wants to switch into the knock.
I think Silverwing doesn't mind too much.
True.
Personally.
True.
And even like Annihilate, like, he doesn't want to lose his lefties or Scarf, but like, he does appreciate the Rage Fist proc. It's an awkward one.
Yeah, that's another thing I have that is just sort of apparent is, I guess the Stealth Rock options aren't great either. Because he's got 2 Pokemon that set them up, but neither really want to be doing that.
John doesn't love his Rocks Mega Marwell though.
Agreed.
Like, I don't think that Ape is really ever bringing Rocks. Like, you're either Bulk Up or your Scarf. Those are the 2 Ape sets.
Neither of those Pokemon have the move slots for Stealth Rocks.
No.
Like, pretty much ever.
More wild sometimes runs it over SD if you're just gonna like be a wall breaker and you don't need the SD to still
I
break.
suppose those situations where you're basically able to click player off in front of everything.
Yeah.
As in to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, team needs some work.
Team does
That's
need
putting
some
it
work.
politely. I see the idea of the trick room. It just needed better trick room setters. And like, I think it went way too heavy on the trick room. It's like, to me, bro found out what trick room did, and then he just slapped on all the mons he thought would go well on trick room, and then
Forgot about the
hasn't
trick
fought
room.
past that. Yeah.
And then stuck
much.
with Zoroark because he likes it.
One note.
Pretty much. Now, the Zoroark's huge. You don't know which ball that's going to kill you is going to be, you know?
No,
Is it a Mega Mawile, or is it a speedy Zoroark?
Oof.
Like, I generally don't mind the Zoroark, I see, unlike a slow Trick Room team. It just, again, needs an actual Trick Room setter.
Yeah. It's nice because it's baiting the ghost moves from Abe, and it's baiting the fighting moves from the Ursaluna as well, for the immunities, which is kind of nice.
100%.
But yeah, I don't see the point in this PEX, really. Like, I think you either, like Zeus said, build a core around the PEX, or you just say, fuck it, I'm just going to build, like, a bulky offense / HO and just not have walls, because PEX will just be broken every week.
Yeah, pretty much. But moving on to our 7th team in the Indigo is Maman and his first Great Tusk. That was nice. And he's even got the Sammy.
True, the Great Tusk Sammy.
It just gives me like a drafter's like first team made. Like I see the Gudra, I see like the Firegrass water core of shite.
Shite.
But yeah, it's got all the answers, like all the things, you know. It checks all the boxes, but I don't know how well they're actually going to synergize together.
No, neither.
Like,
There's one thing I do kind of like, but I don't know if it will be that effective, is sort of the Regieleki and Tapu Koko. So I think...
Yeah. But then Rillaboom comes in and... like
Rillaboom.
Wait, you got 2 terrains?
Yeah.
Disrupting it.
Oh.
I feel like if on a 2-terrain team, Howlucha might be something you want.
Yeah, well, it could be nice.
Oh, yeah,
even I think Hitmonlee is pretty cheap as well.
Yeah, I think it's probably about 7 points.
Yeah, something around that. But that Typenol could be a Hitmonlee and then like changes Rillaboom to a 13-point wall core that actually like can pivot. Because like, at the moment, bro has Great Tusk and Celesteela. And a Gudra. Like bro has all the I'm a fat wall with no recovery move. Like, when Coco is your only mon with recovery, it's concerning, in my opinion.
Nah, I'm sure Imoth gets Morning Sun. Can't be forgetting that. The wall Imoth going in.
Probably might get Simsys, I don't know. I've never clicked on it.
I wonder if that's one of the moves that sort of Volcarona gets, that Moth doesn't.
It makes sense. Bro is like an electric robot dude. Doesn't make sense for him to heal.
Oh, it does get Morning Sun.
Damn, never mind.
Running with Iron Moth every week.
But it doesn't have the potential, I say bulk capabilities of Volcarona, but like ability to be somewhat bulky with Volcarona.
Yeah, Volcarona's got a much nicer typing.
Volcarona's got Flame Body as well.
Yeah.
Flame Body's so clean. Like, Iron Moth Quark Drive ain't doing shit when you want to run boots.
Does Moth even get Will-O-Wisp?
Surely it must.
Surely, yeah.
According to the stats move, it doesn't, but I believe in that being wrong.
It doesn't.
It doesn't? Damn.
It gets toxic, and that's it for like status.
Not even a T-Wave.
Damn.
So confirmed, dog shit Pokemon has let down the Fire Grass Waterclaw.
Thanks.
I do like the Great Tusk and Samurott. Like, that's such a nice pairing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, bro's not built anything around it outside, like, gimmicky terrain and a Goodra.
There's a lot of, like, pairs here. By a lot, I mean 2. You got the Great Tusk Samurott, and the Cocoa Moth is pretty good as well, I think.
Yeah.
But then, like, even, like, Rillaboom and Celesteela, like, no, they don't go that well together. Never mind.
I'd say Rillaboom and Goodra go okay together.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like...
I mean, it gives Goodra a little bit of recovery.
Yeah, literally. Lefty's Goodra appreciating the grassy terrain.
Loki.
Like,
sorry. A trick plus ring target mon would have gone nice with this team for the Regieleki plus Coco.
Oh.
True. Chikia and Latias. Latias of greatness.
So again, I suppose just on the Goodra thing, I feel like that it's always a mon that's just you could do better by just not getting it.
Yeah.
Goodra is like, he's the trap of bulky offense. Like, you go look at damage calcs and you're like, oh, he's only taking like 30% from the special attack, and then like he has all these coverage moves and like good attack and special attack stats. Surely he's good. And in reality, bro just gets chipped, and then like when he clicks his offensive move, they go into their wall and you can't do anything to them, and they leave. And they come back later with the offensive mon, and your Goodra's now on like 60% and about to die.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanks hits, but it doesn't really do much back, so it just kind of feels like it comes in, takes a hit, does fuck all to the wall, rinse and repeat, but you made no progress. Doesn't even get like knockoff or anything, right? Or does it?
It might have knockoff now.
It does get knock.
Hasn't that to Gen 9 change?
Yeah. There's utility belt right here beyond. Oh.
I think even just like a pivot move would make it at least like marginally better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like be able to be AV, tank a special attack, and then just flip turn out of there. Would give bro like some niceness in my opinion.
Agreed. That'll be like extremely nice utility, especially on this team, but alas, it doesn't have that.
No. But yeah, I think we've covered the team. You just kind of went HO, but without like HO, if that makes sense.
It feels like it struggles to break. Like.
Mm-hmm. Like outside banded Rillaboom and like a banded Great Tusk, like it feels a bit rough.
Yeah.
Moth like kind of just wants to do sweeper shenanigans more than like breaking.
Exactly. It feels like a lot of ones, like the Rillaboom and the Moth, the Great Tusk to an extent. These are Pokemon that want to sweep after a breaker has had its way with the enemy team. But none of them actually want to be the first breaker themselves.
I suppose you'd also might want something to lure in ground types. I suppose there's kind of Iron Moth, but then I feel like you want, like with that Regieleki type of Coco thing, if you can get rid of a ground type, you've got some options. But I'm not sure if the team has that much of a way of doing that.
I think Coco and Moth do a good job at killing the ground types. Like they get Energy Ball and Sweat Coco gets Grass Knot, but I might be dreaming that.
I think Coco definitely gets Grass
Knot. Either way, like they do a good job at bringing in the ground type. It's like the problem is you're bringing Regieleki, Coco, and Iron Moth to a game, your opponent's going to go, oh shit, I've got to be careful with how I treat my ground type. And then, like, the game you don't bring your Regieleki, they're just going to go, oh, sick. I can just use my ground type, like, as the ball against Coco and Moth. But yeah. Like, I just think the team needs, like, some level of ball core behind it.
Yeah.
It's like, Coco's pivoting. Like, the problem is, like, say you lead this Coco to get your train up. What's coming in on, like, the mon that's in front of bro? Like, the Celesteela?
Celesteela's coming to leech seed, bro.
So he is coming in on the electric terrain to get killed, and that's your momentum into like your Moth or your Regieleki. Like, I don't see it. Like, you're not going to go from your Coco to your Rillaboom because, oh, look, there goes your terrain. Like, again, not going to go Coco to Sammy because, again, you've just set up electric terrain. Like,
yeah, I think
there is no
the only thing, but even
or
then,
wall call.
that's a very
but even then, like,
scenario.
you go into Great Tusk and then, like, you're then just fighting around with your Great Tusk, you know? And then, like, what, they go to, let's say, their flying type. A Great Tusk can just send most flying types anyway, small. But then, like, you get lucky and you get back to your Regieleki on their flying type. And then, like, you've had to do all these jumps and loops just to set up a Regieleki. And then, like, bro's probably got a ground type, so then Regieleki just feels shit. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see the vision of where, like, this team can pop. Like, normally, like, you see, like, a team like this, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's gonna, like, say, lead Samurott, it's just gonna smash, and then, like, get a bolt of spikes, and then it'll go to Great Tusk, and spin any hazards away, and set up rocks itself, and then go Coco, and then Drain, and then just smash. But they're, like, it's not got hard enough smash to, like, do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, you might want, I think, another terrain abuser might be what it needs as well. Like, Iron Moth is fine and all.
I just think it needs a wall call. I either go wall call or go like fast haste show with grab an iron boulder, get rid of Rillaboom, get an iron boulder, and just go full smash time.
Although low key, I think I prefer. I think it was maybe Ubanus or the other guy running. Was it Raichu or Lola?
Oh yeah,
it was Bonus. Yeah.
That had Terros. That's different.
I still think it's better than Regieleki in my opinion. Like.
I think
agreed. It's
that psychic option. And the grass move.
It's low-key faster as well, I'm pretty sure.
I think that shit hit so hard last season. And it did have terrible, like you said, but I still think it's just better than a Lecky.
It was nasty Draining Kiss and shit like that.
Like nasty plot, Draining Kiss, Surf, Psychic. But like,
the only thing a Lecky has over Raichu is it does hit harder with the electric move. But it doesn't have coverage options.
It's also it's not hitting that much harder. You need to remember that they nerfed it to 1.3.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's 1.3 in Gen 9. Like, bro does not hit that hard anymore. He just gets a free life fall.
Does Lecky get rising voltage or not?
It does. He does. So like, don't get me wrong, his voltage will hurt, but like that versus a Raichu Alola setting up a nasty plot. On your switch to the ground type, sending you a grass knot, and then rising voltaging the rest of your team. Like, I feel like that's more doable, in my opinion.
No, agreed.
Like, the one nice thing about this Regieleki is it doesn't have to abuse terrain. It can be a screen setter and just set up screens for the Moth or the Sammy. Like, Sammy loves the screens, you know? Like, bro can set up all 3 laser spikes in screens quite happily.
I think this team would also appreciate something to discourage defog, like some kind of defiant user would have been nice.
Because, like, value out of the Sammy and value from the getting rid of the terrain with the defog.
Yeah, exactly. And potentially both screens from Lecky.
Screens. Yeah, literally. Anyway, to 6th, assuming we're all good with this one, is Tom with a Jellicents. His team was looking hot to begin with. Chomp, Glow King, and even the Victini, solid picks. And then bro forgot that, like, having a ground immunity was a thing, or having a ghost immunity was a thing, or, like, having a flying resist that's not your Mega Aero, who's also your ground immunity. Like, yeah. It was a weird one. I really like the Mega Chomp and Mamoswine, for example, and the Victini and Volk. Like, they're weird double typings, but, like, one's going to wall break and the other's going to sweep. And, like, in my opinion, that's okay to have a double typing in that situation. But, yeah.
Yeah. Although, a lot of the time it does mean you have to really abuse that double typing and get off your wall breaking early, because otherwise you're missing some typings for a resistant profile.
I do think Fortress, Glow King, and like an extra, like an actual water type, Jellicent, would like go hard. You know?
Yeah, agreed. But having to bring this Jellicent because you've seen a water type on match preview is kind of rough because there's always a water type.
Yeah, literally.
And this Jellicent is the only water answer really, because I'm sorry, Chestnut's
Especially
not coming in on those ice beams.
Especially as the two types you've decided to double up on, being fire and ground, are both weak to water.
Mm-hmm.
Like, mind you, like Chompant, but
which is weak to Ghost.
What's it? Sorry.
Of a double
The
psychic.
Ghost? Ah, yeah, the double psychic too.
Yeah, and the ghost resist.
I just kind of ignored them because like
non-existent. In fact,
yeah, literally,
There's no
non-existent.
ghost resist. You've got 3 ghost weak mons.
it's Chestnut. He's bulletproof.
Oh,
Exactly, that is-
Shadow Ball is the only
Shadow
ghost
Ball
move that
exists.
exists.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and like if it's Poltergeist, Chestnut's not running an item. Problem solved.
Facts. This is
That's
no
so
item
true.
Chestnut.
Go next. Chestnut, the destroyer of ghost types.
He's gonna leech seed them all.
Body press.
Only if they didn't give Gengar Sludge Wave, like Bro would be the goat.
Facts.
No, Gengar's running Sludge Bomb, and so it won't hurt it.
It's fine. Gengar's washed.
Facts.
Gengar is washed.
Just watch out for
I
the
don't think anyone-
Spectria.
I don't think anyone actually drafted Gengar.
No, Gengar's not been drafted for a while. I don't think. I think Sean might have had him last season and then dropped him in Grace.
He thought about it for
Yeah.
a second and thought, fuck, no.
Yeah, this team is interesting. I think like I genuinely don't mind like those the Mamo and the Garchomp and the Volk and the Victini. Like I think Gloking is just GOAT enough to like make up for like the lack of defensive coveraging you're getting. Mind you, I'm not telling you bring in all 4 of them. You're bringing like 3 of the 4 tops, probably just 2 most of the time. But like it's the fact that you're making your opponent prep for it that's so nice. But then like this Mega Arrow, it does just not need to be here. The Chestnut and Jellicent, 13 points for 2 really mid mons. I'd rather just get like a solid wall core to back up the
An actual water type.
Slow King and then be in, you know? Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Also, the speeds here are a bit interesting.
Yeah, the 102 speed Chomp being the fastest outside
but-
the
yeah, the
fake
one-
arrow.
Fake
Goes from
hair.
150 to 102.
hmm
And then
And
you've
after
got
100, it goes down to 80, and then 64.
Quite the steep drop.
Quite.
yeah, it's like Scarf Victini every week or something.
Most probably, yeah.
Nah, he's just running banded, don't worry about it.
Facts. Bro, we're just gonna take
Oh,
hits and hit back
I
harder.
think.
Oh yeah, Scarf. If you had like a webs, that would be fine, I think. But your only real removal is Fortress as well. So like your banded Victini's taking 25% every time it comes in.
I think it's a case of you lead this Victini, you smash, and then like hopefully that rumor lets Vulcan Chomp just set up and win.
Just click
Well,
V
obviously,
until you die.
Mhm,
Try
pretty
Scarf
much, yeah.
Gamba every week.
Like
Facts.
I don't have a good water type, so surely my opponent doesn't have a good water type. Is like the Tom mentality here. Though I will admit he does get star points for picking up his mascot, but his mascot was worth 5 points and is trash. So maybe he needs a new mascot. He should become a Jersey
One
Lola
key
Molas.
thing is missing is like an electric type.
Is a low roller on the board in Indigo? Or is it?
I think electric types are overrated in my opinion.
Well, I more meant in the sense that there's quite a big water weakness, and so getting an electric type might help to sort of not counter it, but help with it.
I think if anything, he wants like a
deal
better
with
grass
water
type
types.
outside Chestnut. He doesn't need to be killing the water types. He just needs to like be walling the fast ones because he's still breaking. Like Chomp and Mamo are still taking down most water types quite happily, and like Victini has Bolt Strike and like Bulk
Volk
has
has Giga
Giga.
Drain,
Like
yeah.
yeah, literally, they don't have an issue with dealing with like the fat water types. Mind you, they do have problems with the fat water types, looking at like Slowbro and Fish. But like outside that, like the main weakness is like say like a Gren or like an Iron Bundle kind of smashing them, you know. And that's where like I feel like you just need a better water type to
Get a
counter
Dugong.
the fast water types.
1 point Dugong.
What's he gonna
Thick
do
fat.
wrong?
Thick fat with flip turn is going to hard counter that Iron Bundle.
It's the only mon that resists like Iron Bundle stabs. And like maybe Jinx.
Oh yeah, Jinx. But Loki, that would be better than Jellicent here, I think. Like a water type with any water type with flip turn.
Yeah.
Do you know what it would be purely for the fact that it'd give him 4 points to make his chestnut.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Like that's the main reason it would be better.
My chestnut might be able to evolve into a Tangrowth.
Facts. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. Like the team was going in the good direction, and then the Mega Arrow nommed all the points, and it kind of went to shit.
Facts. Mega Arrow gobbled up all the points like really bursted, and then we had like 8 points to spend on the grass type, and it went to shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, Mega Arrow is a goated sweeper from time to time, but like I feel like you just want a defensive flying type with this team.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive flying type and like actual speed control, and like this team is starting to approach a team I don't want to have to prep for.
Yeah, I do like the double types, although I don't think I like having both of them. To be honest, I think I just
No, you only need one of them
for the Garchomp Mamo or the Victini Volk, and I think I prefer the Garchomp Mamo.
Same, like especially with like out the defoggers or spinner he has, like the double fire is just rough. Though I do like Victini Volk a lot, in all fairness. It's just, again, you need, like, a Corv with that shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, moving on to 5th. And a team that really hurts mine and Beyond's heads is my Rax team.
This shit is modern art. You know, like, what's it called? When
it has 4 hazard stackers.
Like, I completely
the worst part is I see like all these mons, and I can't doubtedly say there's a problem. Is there a problem? Yes. What is the problem? I don't know.
None of these mons work together.
I think some of them do. Like the Golden Go,
like
Golden
I think the Scarm could have been gone. I think like the first Goldengo, Gliscor, and Tinglu still works completely fine. Like Tinglu and Gliscor does feel a bit shite, but it lets one of them be a wall and one of them be the hazard stacker and like bounce between them kind of thing. Don't sure about the Scarm. I don't think he needed to be here personally. And like, I'm sorry, but Bro brought all the hazard stackers and not a single rapid spinner. Like,
it's fine. Skarmory will defog and then send them back up again.
Exactly.
Double Gliscor.
If there was a team that had enough time to defog their own hazards away and then set them back up again, it would be this team. It has all the time in the world.
When you see this team against you in the week, you better prep like 2 hours or 3 hours for the battle. Except it's going to be a long one.
I think there's a simple solution. 6 boots.
It's got knockoff Gliscor or knockoff Moon.
Yeah, facts. Like he has like the best knockoff route, arguably, in Roaring Moon.
I mean, like Moon,
Bro does not care, and like, have you seen also? Bro is like Giga immune to toxic. Like the Goldengo doesn't care, the Gliscor doesn't care, the Mega Venusaur doesn't care, Skarm doesn't care, the Tapu Fini doesn't care.
Well, Tapu Fini just something else.
Oh.
Yeah. It's an ingenious team.
Mm-hmm. Though saying that, I think if this Fini was a Quaqualarva for the spin, that would be a direction the right way. Even though like this Fini is doing God's work right now to keep like the Wall Core alive against the mean fire and ice types.
Now replace Skarm with Fortress. Easy.
Honestly, yeah.
Because I kind of like the Fini. The Fairy type's kind of nice for the team.
Yeah, I do like the Fini too. Just you need a spinner.
Yeah, I think the first 5, even though my initial misgivings about Gliscor and Tinglu together, I think the first 5 do work.
I think the Venusaur works fine as well.
The next 4 feel a bit.
I think the Mega Venusaur is really nice on this team personally.
Well, you kind of need it for the water resistance.
Like it's a good water resistance. It's not weak to fire like the Goldingo.
Ice.
Literally, or ice. Like, it's a grass type that can work with your 2 ground types, which is not exactly a common sight outside, like, Pharaoh and shit for the ice weakness.
One thing I'm not too keen on with this is, like...
Q, get it going, I know.
I don't know if Moon ever does want to click Dragon moves, like, without Finny, but, like, it just can't on this team anyways, because of the Misty Terrain.
I don't think that's too much of an issue. Like, I don't think you're not having that many terrain turns that aren't just with Finny. Like, Finny's going to be in for 2 or 3, and then, like, you're getting, like, 1 more terrain turn in a different mon. Because you're not really trying to extend to Finny.
I think the only situation where it could be an issue is if you really need to hit an outrage at that one time. But that's still a very sort of specific situation.
Also, I think this team is I'm going to click U-turn and going to one of my walls until, like, I can click outrage without being in terrain. Like, it does have that.
This is going to be Roost AV Roaring Moon here. Like,
low key, like, but Spideful, he is the GOAT.
It's
maybe better than Slow King, I like to remind people.
Maybe if he had a couple more mons with pivoting moves, it might be a bit better as well.
Like I said, I think like the Raikou.
You mentioned Fortress, which that has
the biggest issue.
At least Skyshot gets a
Raikou needs
U-turn
to
on this
go.
team.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he doesn't have to press the hazards because he's got like a Scarman thing to do it for him.
Literally. But it's going to be the SD set.
In fact, he can run the SD
It's
facade
the
set as well, yeah.
I also like more memeable than anything, but Bo found the 2-pointer that was also a hazard stacker. Like, don't get me wrong, he needs a spinner to get rid of like your opponent's hazards, but outside rocks, I don't think many people are stacking hazards against Bro, because like
he's already picked them all.
He's got half the bloody hazard stacker group. Outside like Quagsire and Gastro, he's got them all.
I suppose, is Spidops necessarily the... Well, because it has spikes as well.
It has
webs. Obviously, there are some other like web setters that are in that point tier that are a bit faster as well.
He also gets like circle throw and stuff, even though like Bro's not living that long. It can be annoying if you get lucky with your circle.
Don't give him ideas.
Look, I'm hoping it's just set up all my hazards, knock you all off with my Roaring Moon, and then I'm just going to click the phasing move over and over and over again, and like you're just going to get really angry because you can't do anything.
Yeah, I suppose he does have 6 Pokemon with phasing moves.
Like, I'm not going to lie, I do not want to face this team. Like,
Finny gets knock as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
gross. And so does Venusaur as well. Venusaur's a nice.
Oh shit, Venusaur gets knock.
Yeah.
That's.
Like he's got a solid set of knock users. He's even got like some good taunters. Like bro has it all. It's just like the team should not work. Like I just think like the first 5 in Venusaur is a good enough 6 where like the team is just going to do good probably. Though like the Skarm and Raikou need to go in my opinion.
The only thing I'd be scared about on this team is set up mons with taunt to stop the haze or the whirlwind. Could be rough.
Even then, like Gliscor or Tinglu, their attacks aren't that like weak. They can still prevent you from setting up.
No, true. It's going to be a premium setup sweeper. Like, you know, you're not going to turn up with something, I don't know, a bit shit like Slurpuff says. You know, it's going to have to be something very good, but
I think the main problem with this team is like you see one wall breaker on the other team and you're like, shit.
Shit.
What am I revenge killing it with? Please, Roaring Moon. Like, if your opponent has Fairy type plus wall breaker, you're just sad. Because they get a kill. You go your Roaring Moon, because he's your only revenge killer, really. Fuck Raikou. And like you're not running a Scarf Goldengo because you really need this Goldengo to be defensive if it's going to be tanking defogs. And then they just go into their Fairy type, and then Roaring Moon's sad. You know?
Pretty much.
But I do actually like the team, not gonna lie. I just think again, Skarmy Raikou could disappear off the front of this earth. But yeah. Anyone else got anything to say before we move on to our top 4?
I'm extremely intrigued to how it will play out.
And not being rude to Mirac, I really hope he manages to figure out how to use it, because it's definitely like one of the more difficult to use teams we've seen. Yeah. Just hands down, just seen like it definitely probably the most difficult to use in this league.
I think,
let alone like previous.
Like it forces along the game, which obviously there's a lot more opportunity for errors. There might not be possibly in a short game.
You need to get your chess brain on for this game. You need to be like knowing what's happening in the future and like how you're planning around it. And you need to be used to like what the damage cycles are doing and like which cycles you're winning, which cycles you're losing. It's definitely a hard to playoff team. But yeah. Moving on to number 4 is Hazzy with his Snorlax Nuts team. Yeah, just some scary Pokemon if I'm being honest. Like, just those first 6 come every week and it's good enough. And then like Screamtail and Mungus are great support, and like Murkrow is Murkrow, he's never gonna come, but
Tailwind and Die.
2-point prankster boy vibes, I guess.
It was basically just there in the sense that I was saying, okay, like Screamtail and Kyurem leaves you 2 points. There's like a handful of options that are decent, and you kind of just pick Murkrow.
Yeah. Like I said, I've got no issue with the Murkrow. It's 2 points, is what it is. Could have been 2 1-pointers, could have been Murkrow. It doesn't affect the end all of his team, in my opinion.
Prankster Haze.
Could have got Shedinja though, small. Yeah, Prankster Have, Prankster, I think he gets T-Wave as well.
He does get T-Wave, yeah.
Bro is the you can't set upon me boy. Then like you've also got Screamtail with Encore and stuff like that. So he's definitely got plenty of what you call it? Setup deterrent. But yeah, I like the team. Scissor, Lando, you turning around into Tran and Kyurem, very nice. Slowking and Screamtail and Amoonguss are solid like wall pairings with the Tran and the Tran and the Lando. Screamtail being able to like Wish Pass to the Lando and the Tran is also very nice.
Yeah.
The one thing that feels a bit shit is the Kyurem, but I think we said this with Zeus's team. Like Kyurem for 16 points really isn't all that bad. It's like the only problem he has is he's a bit of a momentum freak. Sorry, and like he's not doing much to like a lot of like Spadef like outside him no longer getting hypnosis, he just doesn't have an ability. And like though he's still nice, fast boy with nasty plot, he's just not it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like if you need him for like that covering that speed control and like a dark type, then fair enough. But I feel like on this team it could have just been like fast fighting type with U-turn and would have gone a lot harder, in my opinion.
I feel like this team could have benefited from maybe a more defensive dark type as well, because like this is your only real like ghost and dark resist on your Darkrai.
Trans to go.
Yeah, I agree to it to an extent. I think,
but like I do agree. Yeah.
The Shadow Ball is eventually just whittling down the team. Tran will eventually perish.
Mm-hmm.
The Darkrai obviously isn't really that defensive.
Like low key, the Among Us being an Umbreon would have gone hard.
Oh yeah,
yeah, literally.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this Among Us typing is doing much. It's nice to add to the regen core, and like Spore is always a nice little thing to do, but I don't think Bro's adding that much to the team.
I'm not sure I even rate the Screamtail on this team, if I'm honest. It's like a fairy that can't take dark moves.
It's not like you need a fighting resist with Lando and Slowking.
Yeah.
Because I do like the Screamtail and Mungus, but like now you are mentioning it, I do agree. Like they could be better.
Like I love Screamtail. It's one of my favorite mods, but like it's not doing much here, especially with like that six being so solid together, and like Screamtail Slowking doesn't feel like it works that well together.
I agree. I think
like the Shadow Ball spam, as you said.
Bringing it together.
Yeah, but like Slowking's so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not bringing Slowking, it's gonna be a rough game. Like Slowking Scissor is such a nice combo. Maybe a cheeky Clef, because like
I think Clef's gone, but
so you have got
something like Florges around, potentially.
Yeah, Florges would be good. Like, yeah, definitely something that keeps, because Screamtail Wish is actually really nice here as well. But
I know it's gone because OJ's taken it, but Loki, what would have been nice was getting Pheasantipity over the Screamtail Amoonguss, and then like turning this Amoonguss maybe into an Umbreon or something, and then like Darkrai, you've then got a couple points sparing the Murkrow to get like one of the fast fighting boys with U-turn, and team looking a lot scarier in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely rate the Umbreon here.
Like, I also think like if you get rid of sorry.
Like Umbreon plus Landorus feels like a really good combo. I've never thought about it before, but like Umbreon has some pretty fat wishes, right?
Yeah.
Not that fat, but decently fat, yeah.
Base 95,
like
right?
Vaporeons. Yeah, it's base 95.
Yeah, 95 is not bad.
No, 95 is very good.
It's just when I think about the other wish passes, like it's pretty small in comparison, but like it's still good. Without a doubt. I was gonna say something, I can't remember what it was now. Oh yeah, that was it. If you get rid of Screamtail, like your speed controlling is gone to shit.
Yeah,
like, it's already kind of shit. If I'm being honest,
I think get the points that Kyurem is using and get a bit of speed control, maybe.
I low-key I kind of like Kyurem though for the breaking on this
team. I really like the Kyurem too. I
like the Kyurem.
Kyurem and Tran are like such good breakers.
It was sort of the speed answer. There was that massive gap.
Oh yeah.
And so Scream was sort of like, it's that sort of around 110 that sort of, it doesn't answer everything, but it patches a hole to a degree.
Yeah, I'd agree, although I
don't think it does, because
to what extent are you actually speed creeping Screamtail? Like, if I see Screamtail and I've got like a Adamant or Modestmon, but an Adamant or Modestmon, 110mon, I'd probably think to myself, fuck it, I'm just going to take that Modest. Because
the only thing you need to worry about is like being Encore.
Is the gap here.
Yeah.
What kind of, well, it basically can go for Modest or Adamant completely freely. Because 95 hits 317, and then 110 Modest hits 319.
But even then, like a lot of mons just don't care about screens
running around. I think it's mainly Pilates.
Yeah, it feels like Screamtail solves that in theory, but like not actually in practice.
But like, say like you bring your Screamtail in on the 110 mon, like what bro doing to him? Like scaring him with a T-Wave?
Encore.
That's
Encore,
really
pretty much,
like,
I think.
Yeah, Encore if they're setting up, but like...
I mean, Encore if he comes into a resistant move is also fine, I think, but...
But then, like, most like bro's just going to double then, and then your Screamtail just feels shy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I like Screamtail as like a defensive, patch. Like, you've got a few holes you got to patch up so you get the Screamtail out. But like, I don't rate it for speed control at all. If anything, I wish its speed was lower, because then it'd have slow baton passes, can actually wish pass effectively. Like, you don't really want to bring a speed invested Screamtail unless you're like specifically using it to Encore something. But yeah. Anyone got anything else to say? Or are we moving on?
I think the first 6 are insanely good, so like, despite all the other concerns, I think this team's going to go smash.
That's why it's in C+, because like, even though like the last ones could be better, they're definitely problems. Just the first 6 is just strong enough that it doesn't matter.
Oh, do you think this team has to play more as bulky offense from bounce because a lot of its walls aren't sustainable? Like, there's the Slowking and the Scissor that can sustain, but a lot of time you don't always want to run Roost on Scissor. Which is fine, it's not a problem per se.
The same with Kyurem.
You're going to have to play this shit fast most of the time, which is fine, but just don't fall into the trap of playing it slow, because it won't work. You'll get chipped down eventually. Especially into the, like, Shadow Ball Mon matchups.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Ball Mon, in comes my Eviolite Roost Murkrow.
Might even be a worse check than Darkrai.
Nah, it's probably actually not bad.
Probably not that bad, to be fair.
Eviolite is surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I recently built a team with Fracture and for a Megatran, and bro was eating up hits from Megatran and.
Okay, but I don't think 42 special defense, even multiplied by 1.5, is really. I don't think that's hitting 90, like base 90.
I
suppose maybe if you go max,
like you need to realize how much investment changes shit. Like by putting 252 in that 42, you're basically like almost increasing it by like 50%, let alone then putting an Eviolite on. I think it'll be taking like 30s from Shadow Balls, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I had to guess. I think bro would be safe to Roost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling him he should do this, by the way. But if
needs must.
Spectre, actually, I was gonna say Spectre.
We see a replay with Murkrow. Like for week 1, we see Murkrow with replay. We know we've made the mistake by bringing it up.
Okay, but I think the effective sort of base stat would be around about 90.
Yeah, which is fine in my opinion. Because like
as plus recovery. 1 if you like. So hits sort of just under max special defense 90.
Yeah.
I think it's
so it's on par with a special defensive Darkrai.
But Darkrai doesn't get Roost.
Yeah, exactly. Or Prankster.
Literally.
Of course. How did I not
Darkrai
see it?
smash. Darkrai not here to. I'm not running my rest talk Darkrai.
You run AV Darkrai, OP. AV knockoff, Dark Pulse, whilst does bro need?
Throat chop for any hyper voicing Sylveons, do you?
Facts. Even gets poison jab or some shit, right?
It does. One day he'll get gunk. One day. But anyway, moving on to our third team in Indigo, our last C+, before we get to the juicy bees, is a Grotesque Giratinas with Zeus, I'll let you pronounce that name, the coach name.
I assume that's Aetheric.
Yep, sounds about right to me. Solid first 3 picks, like very scary. Slowbro, solid pivot core with Corv. And then there's a Treads, and like though I would say you need a ground type with the Corv and the Slowbro, and Treads is a good ground type. I'm not sure how hard Treads Corv goes.
Yeah, I feel like they're sort of filling similar roles.
100%. It is nice to have a defogger and a spinner, and it's nice to free up one of them to like do a setup shenanigans, and like they don't share that many weaknesses outside like fire and just fire really, and then Steel's not the worst type to have 2 of, but it still feels a bit rough because the rest of the points they got spent on a Grimmsnarl and a Ribombee.
Yeah, I think the Grimmsnarl's sort of the most glaring Pokemon that doesn't really belong outside of obviously the Walrein, which is just kind of there because there's 2 points left.
Mm-hmm. I think Screen's Grimmsnarl with Treads is okay. Like bro can set up the reflect for the Spectria, reflect parting shot to Spectria. It can set up the light screen parting shot for the Shifu. Like, it has utility. It's just whether that's worth 12 points.
Yeah, then there's some merit. It's just it's not like it just feels a bit off, I guess, is the.
Yeah. I think just the combination of the Grimmsnarl feeling like a bit too expensive, on top of the fact that you spent 40 points on 2 mons that kind of do the same job and don't mind being on the same team, don't really want to be on the same team. I think it's just kind of where the it's kind of a case of, oh, really nice offensive core. Oh, what happened to your points? But yeah.
And then I think one other thing is that Treads, Corviknight, and Slowbro are all very strong in the physical defense side, but then the team overall is a bit lacking in special defense, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Like, AV Treads is a set, and like, Slowbro often works quite well as a Spadef Org, just because the typing. It's why Slowking's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Is having issues on the Spadef side.
Yeah, it's not like
those mean Shadow Ballers coming back.
The Shadow Balls are back again.
just get Blissey. Just get Teleport Blissey and you're done.
Low key, Teleport Blissey over that Grimstall will do the world of good.
I remember Binish, you saying yesterday that you and James didn't understand the power of Shadow Ball. I hope you're slowly starting to realise the power of Shadow Ball.
Like, I'm gonna claim I don't understand it when Shadow Ball kills like my entire team, but
thankfully though, bro has the Spectria, so he has one of the big Shadow Ballers. So
yeah,
he's in.
Yeah, I'm also just struggling to see just sort of. There's not much that will like facing both Spectria and Urshifu.
That's a very nice call.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh, and the Latios on top of that. Like, all three of them are offensive monsters.
And I do like that there is also those webs.
True.
Because it's sort of just like the Urshifu, it can run band more.
I never think about webs personally. Like, it's there, but then I look at the 8 points for gimmicky webs and I care less.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice because you've only got rocks treads outside the webs, so it's not like people are going to really be running defog and spin against you. If anything, like the Rabombi and treads forces people to run the defog and spin, which was probably going to end up being a wasted move slot because I don't see the webs or rocks coming up that often.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's nice in that regard.
Most weeks. Like, it's not getting a chance to set up rocks.
Yeah, literally.
Which means, I guess,
like, he's got too many jobs to be setting up rocks.
Rapid spin that much. Like, you don't need treads because you don't need rapid spin.
Yeah, literally. Like, that's why, again, like, the whole thing with treads and core, like, you can have them together. I just don't think this team, they want to be together.
Agreed. It doesn't really abuse what powers they would give them by having them together in this team. Like,
I don't know, Corv not having to defog is nice, because then you can just click U-turn, which I think this team just wants to do. You want a U-turn with Corv every time, get into Urshifu.
True, but
I
think, like, the thing is, he's not really lacking the move slots. I get what you mean, you don't actually have to come in and press U-turn, but...
defog.
Defog, sorry. But if you're instead going to treads to press spin, you may as well have gone to Corv to press defog. And it's I don't think you get the benefit of like the extra slot because like Corv has like 4 moves it runs. So in case unless you want like body press and Iron Head, which is nice for some matchups, also run the IDEF. It's not that beneficial a lot of the time.
Yeah, I was also going to say, like, I won't lie, the hazards that are often going to be up is just the rocks normally. So even then, Corv often will just click U-turn if it's going into a Shifu, because 6% on my Shifu to get a guaranteed kill. Yeah, I'll sacrifice not defogging right now.
This team really doesn't care about rocks, to be fair.
Yeah, or even spikes to an extent. Like Corv, Lati, like Boots, Slowbro, Boots, Treads. Like, it's only really Spectre and Shifu getting hit by those spikes as well.
Boots, Treads is not a kind of event.
I think it's funny they don't get enough as long as they're alive with, like, even spikes. Because they're not going to be tanking stuff that often anyway. So it'll just be sort of longevity that they lose.
And, like, they both, and, like, many Spectra with Draining Kiss, like, it's probably getting some recovery at some point. And, like, Shifu, if needs be, is Drain Punch, but we don't talk about Shifu Drain Punch.
That shit ain't real.
Just said, that's not a counter event.
I'm not sure why you even brought that up.
Well, I thought I had to because like Spectria gets the kiss. So I was like, I should also mention Shifa gets punch, but like,
but like
one of them's viable,
the
one of them's not.
Spectria has.
Everyone knows the only viable Urshifu set is Iron Defense Body Press.
I tried to run that against a Great Tusk, and it was so tempting. Yeah, overall, solid offensive core, and the Corv and Slowbow, very nice. Just we've got to sort out the last 4 months.
Well,
moving
last
on
3.
to
The Slowbow's good.
No, I meant it's in Preds,
the
Grim,
Walrein,
and Walrein. Because I listed the other 5 and said the other 4, last 4. But yeah.
I see.
Going on to second place in Joshua. He might have fallen to Indigo, but at least he can draft a good team in Indigo. Is talking about an offensive threats, Valiant and Meow? Or
Unga Bunga Smash.
Nice Valiant staying in the back whilst Meow just progresses through the game. You've got Scissor and Zapdos, nice-ish ball core with Prim. I think where it starts falling off and why it is a B- and not like a B+, where it could be, is you kind of want a water type that has recovery when you have a Scissor, in my opinion. Like, the water type is going to be tanking a lot of fire moves, most likely, and a nice move here and there from Zapdos, sometimes when the Scissor's, like, not available at the time. Like,
I suppose there is the Miltank to a degree, but it's not the best.
No, that was 7 points on a trash Pokemon. I love Miltank to bits when it has Terra, but without it, like, nah. Like, the Nido Prim, just not it for me, personally. Like, Prim is an alright mon, just I don't think it works that well on this team. And like, don't get me wrong, there's not many ground types of recovery, but Nido is definitely not up there in the sustainable ground types either.
I mean, you can get like a Clod or something instead.
Yeah, literally. Clod's 1 point less and 10 times better, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if you're going Nidoqueen, it's for like sheer force shenanigans, and you may as well just go Nidoking at that point. Like, Nidoqueen has become redundant because of Clod, because Clod does what Nidoking does, in the sense of the hazard stacking, that like Nidoqueen always used to have like the arguments as more bulk, quote unquote.
We may need to issue a disclaimer telling Cal not to watch this.
Yeah, he'll cry. Carl will cry if he watches this video.
I mean, the one niche
he won't watch it.
The one niche it has is it hits a bit harder than Clod, but
100%. Clod tickles. Is why Bro's in 12 points. I just don't rate it on this team. You don't need more things to smash.
Agreed.
You've got like Valiant, Meow, Latios, Scissor, and Zapdos that all can do the smash. You don't need
even Prim
Nidoqueen to also be there. Oh, literally, Carmine Prim. Not bad.
Specs Prim.
I think that's menacing with a Scissor. But
I suppose was Latios taken? I can't actually.
Wait.
I may be blind, but
I don't see it on the mini draft boards. I don't think it was taken.
No, Normalo's was taken, but I prefer Latias on this team though, personally. You kind of need some more bulk.
Yeah,
and ass provides that bulk.
Yeah.
Like, that ass is the fire resist once the Trim goes.
No, Latias and Scissor works pretty well.
Agreed.
Maybe I should get a Scissor for my Latias.
That's good luck getting my Scissor, mate.
Oh shit, you got Scissor,
nom,
yeah.
nom.
I should have first picked Scissor, like you said.
I think those 6 can just Unga Bunga Smash most weeks.
Oh, literally. Those first 6 are just coming all the time.
I think especially with sort of the quality on the lower end as well.
Yeah.
That there's less opportunity to take advantage of any weaknesses.
Well, it does feel a bit rough that sometimes the Nidoqueen's going to have to come because, like, there's an annoying electric type that you want to deal with.
Oh, 100%.
And then you're like, well, what do I replace? I don't want to drop any of my hard hitters at the top, but, like, can I afford to drop my defensive core?
I don't think many electric types are getting picked up at the moment. Like, with Terra being gone, just not many of them are there, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, my man's team of Coco, Regieleki is going to ruin this team's day. But,
Are there any other electric types being drafted?
There was a Raikou, but I don't count him as real.
Oh, yeah.
And there's obviously
kill Nidoqueen anyways.
On this team.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, electric types just are not it at the moment.
R.I.P. Terra. You won't be
no
missed.
other team other than the Raikou and Lucky Coco.
Lucky Coco going in. Thankfully, he's safe because the other ones are Raikou, and Raikou can be walled by Mega Latias, and can probably even be walled by fucking Zapdos because that's Raikou for you.
Yeah,
but,
I'd rather bring Latias than Nidoqueen to check electric types.
I agree with that. The only reason you might think otherwise is just because it's annoying to constantly give up the momentum of the Volt Switch, and they'll eventually Latias can get chipped.
Yeah.
But if they've got like a Volt into a strong Dark Dragon Fairy or whatever to force that Latias out every time, it is an issue. But like the team's not suffering from momentum itself. Like all top 6 mons pretty much have momentum outside Valiant, so it's fine.
Valiant likes to be staying in anyway.
Exactly. Valiant is the main character, so he's not going anywhere.
Oh,
Valiant's like the end point, so that's absolutely fine.
It's either Valiant Smash or like Valiant Sweep at the end, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Or the other 5 mons do so well that Valiant never hits the field.
that happens a lot.
That's surprisingly common.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think overall, solid team. Started wasting some points towards the end, but that's why it's B-.
Well, it wouldn't be a Joshua team if he didn't whip out like the Magmortar.
The Magmortar?
yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but every time I see a team, I just naturally sense it's a Joshua team. Like, there is no Mudsdale, there is no Moltres on this team.
Mega aggro.
But I still look at it and I'm like, that's a Joshua team.
I suppose, has anyone else in the history of the GPA drafted Magmortar except maybe like Hazzy?
I think Smiley does it sometimes.
Yeah, I think Smiley does it as well.
It was still mainly.
You know, it's not a Smiley team though because it doesn't have Iron Crown on it.
So. Facts.
But anyway, moving on to number 1 for Indigo, and recent relegee alongside Joshua. So maybe they'll be going back up this season. We'll find out. Is OJ with solid start to the day, you know, Dragapult Torn.
I might see Dragapult got drafted halfway through round 2.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
This is the power of Indigo. This is why, like, all Indigo teams, you gotta take with a slight pinch of salt, because...
It's Dragapult with Torn and... Oh my god.
Yeah, he's got the regen core, the Dragapult, and then
the Clef is really happy to be on this team, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like it's a bit weird to have a Clef with a Pheasantipity, but like Clef can do its utility job and not have to be, oh, I'm the fairy wall. Zarude is dog shit. Excadrill does not need to be here, and Entei is 10 points wasted. But outside that,
it's literally so good. Those 3 mons are just so broken. The rest can be mid.
Pretty much.
Like even the double water in Mola and Gyarados is kind of okay.
I think it's that they do very different things. That I think Mola sort of makes it acceptable to have something like Gyarados.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Like you see Bundle with a Slowking all the time, you know? Like it's okay to have double water. It is the most common type. But yeah, one glaring weakness I see is the fact that Excadrill is his only rock and flying resist. And like given they are 2 of the most offensive types known to mankind, it is a bit concerning for him.
I don't think there's anything with good rock moves in this like draft though.
No, thankfully no one picked up like Ogerpon or Torrent. Someone made Hazzy drop a Tyranix, so like, poor Hazzy for his free win. So.
Facts. Terrakion was 6-0. Dewotts hurt Terrakion, claiming the freest win of his life. I mean, to fair, he probably gets stuck on...
Dads. I rock polish with my life orb and I win.
Nah, bro's getting stuck on the Molar, to be fair. Not real.
Just sub. Run sub lefties.
Facts.
Not a sad.
Molar wouldn't dare kill a sub when it's super effective.
Pretty much. As a Molar enjoyer, I can tell you, that doesn't happen often.
Attack's not actually that horrendous. Like, pretty shit, but... might break the odd sub, if he's lucky.
Nah, you run liquidation if you want to break subs.
Yeah, they should.
You accept no burns. But, yeah, the Molar, Pulp, Torn, goated trio.
Mm-hmm. I lucky really like the Mega
could have been
Gyro.
with that and you would have still got B.
Yeah, I really like the Mega Gyro
I do
on
like
this
Mega
team.
Gyro too.
I think like Pulp plus Torn can go do their bullshit, like get shit low, and then just set up the situation for Mega Gyro to come in, get its Intimidate off, fucking Mega, and just sweep.
I think the team could do with a wall breaker in my opinion. Like I see this Entei, Zarude and Drill and I'm like, one of you needs to be a wall breaker and all of you feel very mid at being said wall breaker. Like Excadrill is probably the best out of the three of them to break the walls, but then you're losing out on your ground and steel type to break a wall.
Yeah.
And I don't think that trade-off is ideal.
I think Torn with Nasty Plot, Torn can like break walls as well, but then again, Torn wants to do so much else that it would have been nice for him to not have to do that.
Oh, literally. Like, if Torn's becoming nasty for a week, your wall core is just becoming
shit. Yeah.
Molar can do it.
Molar can do it, so I believe. If there's anyone that could do it.
Like, Chi Yu is available.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Literally, Chi Yu over this
It's rude and Entei.
and then like get rid of the Mega Gyarados. Get a good ground type over this Drill, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
it's such a solid
There's
team.
a lot of options that are still sort of remaining that I think any weaknesses can be patched up through trades if he wants to.
Oh, 100%. With a few trades, this team becomes an A quite easily.
Yeah, this team would be disgusting with Chi Yu over the bottom four, plus extra stuff to patch in the weaknesses.
Like I said, maybe I know I was saying the Fez was nice, but maybe a Clodsire with Chi Yu combo. Like, Clod you normally don't want because the momentum sinking, but look at that team, bro. They don't care about momentum.
Facts.
Who cares if your ground type has to sink the momentum just to set up some hazards? You can then go to your Molar or your Torn and you turn out to your threat.
Which fact,
if you do grab Chi Yu, then you do need better removal though, because like it's just Torn really that's gonna have to defog all the time.
Torn can do it.
100%.
I think Torn Drill is low-key like pretty good removal if we just kept the Drill. And then like
If you did want to keep the Drill.
replace the bottom four with what's his face, Chi Yu, and then maybe like a Tangrowth or some shit. Tangrowth would fit nice on this team after that, I think.
I think
But the
team
fact that Zarude
benefits
is not a
well
Tangrowth
from
is criminal.
like a lack of electric types. Because like Molar and Torn's like shared weaknesses electric, and that's not really a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, literally, because like again, electric's kind of mid outside like your raging bolts and shit.
I mean, low-key Drills are quite a nice electric answer anyway. Like, most of them get Grass Knot, and Drill is one of the lighter grounds, and also
Base
not
60
weak.
power to him. The only problem with him is getting chipped slowly but surely. But like AB Drill is not a bad electric answer as well.
I mean, look, it can't get Toxics either, which is nice. Because a lot of electric types like to chip through Toxic.
It resists the coverage of every electric type that's been drafted. It resists.
Raikou is gold.
Thanks.
But again, he's not a real electric type, so we move on.
Yeah, right. You got Aura too. Zapdos got Heat Wave.
Resist the Terra Blast.
These are all lies.
That's why Raichu's the GOAT. He has Focus Blast for his main steel types.
Facts. Focus Blast and Surf. Raichu is him.
But Yeah. Solid team to finish it off with, honestly. Like,
Oh, really is.
Regen Core of Dreams.
Yeah, who would have guessed the Dragapult Regen Core would have been first?
Oh, like as soon as you have a Dragapult, you already like are probably in the top half of the PR. Cause it's really hard to fuck a Pult.
Yeah.
And then the Taunt.
Especially with a Regen Boy.
Like, you cannot be lower than a B with a Dragapult, a Molar.
I'm hoping we get the return to 2-time runner-up OJ.
Facts. Return of the King. Come back.
Yep.
Come back is on. Violet next season for bro.
Yep. Bro's want to go test the waters in Indigo, and now he's going to climb up to Scarlet, and like he's going to be the first person to play in all three.
Facts. Him and Alien.
That's his plan. Yeah. To bet Alien's going to beat him. I guarantee Alien's getting to Scarlet next season.
Guarantee.
Bro is climbing, I believe.
I look forward to this. But on that note, do we have any closing words?
Not particularly.
No?
Good job drafting Torn and Pult, really.
Pretty much.
Yeah, for those who participated in the draft Pult round 1.
Agreed.
And this is to Tom especially, right? The first round, first overall pick chomp, it's not it.
not that hard.
If your team had been a Dragapult Glow King, then you might be where OJ is right now.
Facts.
So true.
Yeah, I think we're all squared up, peeps.